Hey guys, welcome back to Book Talk with Meg. My name is Megan for those of you who don't know. Hi, welcome, hope you stick around. If you decide to, do not forget to click the subscribe button down below. It basically notifies you when I upload new videos, obviously about bookish content. Today I am here with my first part of a January haul because I ordered more books online. I'm waiting for a bunch of more books from Book Outlet, Book Depository. I'm just a happy gal when it comes to books. I didn't think I'd buy this much, but we'll just roll with it. Today I have books from Book Outlet, I have one from Costco, and a few from Chapters. Without further ado, let's hop on in. I will start with the Book Outlet section. The first book being The Shadowhunter Codex by Cassandra Clare and Joshua Lewis. Basically, this is kind of like more information on the Shadowhunter world. It does have illustrations in it as well, like these, and I am going to have to refresh my Mortal Instruments, like reread them, because there are spoilers in here and I don't want to get spoiled on anything. So I wanted to add this to my collection and it was gorgeous. There's only like a big scratch in here because it was a scratch and dent, but it's still hardcover and I'm very happy about it. The next book I got is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, and basically everybody has been raving about V.E. Schwab, about this series, because yes, it is a series. This book is a fantasy novel which follows our main character Kel, who is a red traveler, and basically the plot of this book is that there are several different Londons and a red traveler is able to travel between these Londons and kind of like give messages, but he is also an illegal smuggler, and I believe he gets caught or something like this, or it's dangerous, and then the story unravels from there. And I know there are darker Londons and there are Londons that are less dangerous. A lot of people have been giving this book great reviews, and I wanted to pick something up from V.E. Schwab, so I decided to pick this one up. The next two books are both part of a series. Some people love, some people hate. The first book being After by Anna Todd. Basically, for those of you who don't know, Anna Todd was basically a writer on Wattpad, and after her fan fiction got over 1 billion views, so it was basically published into a book, and this follows our character Tessa, which is a good girl, and she's always doing the right stuff, and then our main character, who is supposedly kind of like the fan fiction of Harry Styles, from what I've heard, and their story, and they kind of hate each other at first, so it's like bad boy, good girl, and then the whole story unravels from there. And I also got the book Before by Anna Todd, which is the 5th book in the series. That's all they had on Book Outlet, and basically I believe this is like the first book but told in the boy's perspective, which is kind of interesting. The writing style to these is apparently very simple and not very edited either, because obviously Anna Todd is not a big author, so I'm going to see, and I'm probably going to do a review of at least the first book, and if I enjoy it, maybe a series review. The next book from Book Outlet I have is Half Bad, which is the first book in the series. I think it's like the Half Bad series or something like that, and this is by Sally Green, and basically this, from what I understand, follows their main character Nathan, who is basically chained up and locked up, and his father has very intense powers, and basically Nathan has to free himself and find his dad to get his powers. I believe his dad is kind of like bad, so maybe half bad is because like he's half good, half bad. I don't really know, but I know a lot of people enjoy it, and I've been looking on Book Outlet and they've been there, and I was like, do I get it, do I not? And it's always something I drop from my cart, but the hardcover was like $3, so I decided to pick it up. Just gonna have a little sip of my hot chocolate. The weather in Canada is absolutely horrible. We're getting freezing rain right now with a mix of snow, so I did not drive to school today because weather sucks and I can't drive in this weather. This book I have is one I'm very excited about, and that is Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. Basically, this is another fantasy book, which is the first in the Witchland series. The second book has come out, or is coming out in end of January, and basically this follows two main characters, one of them being a truth witch, and a truth witch obviously can detect when someone's lying or when someone is telling the truth. And I believe this book is like in a time of war or something, and then the palace is looking for truth witches and people who usually find them, basically try to sell them. So our main character and her friend have to kind of like run away because they are in danger. That was it for the book outlet section of this haul. I am now going to jump in the book I got from Costco, and that is Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. I was super pleased to see that this was at Costco for $16 in a hardback, because the original Canadian price for this book is absolutely outrageous. Like, I don't even understand how a book can be so expensive, because it was honestly $28.50. I am never going to pay a hardcover book $29. Like, this is ridiculous. I think this has to do with another planet and some magical gifts. I really honestly picked it up because Veronica Roth is the author of Divergent, and a lot of people have been talking about this book, not only in good. Some people say this book includes some racism. I decided I wanted to make my own idea of this, and that's about it. Now for the chapters part, this is honestly the most exciting part of the haul, in my opinion, because I got some pretty good books and some books that got me addicted, and now nothing compares to it, so I'm in a huge reading slump waiting for the rest of the books that I want to arrive in the mail. That got me addicted to reading, The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This book I am going to have a review on pretty much at the same time as this haul is posted. It is honestly one of the best books I've read in such a long time. You know, when you're in this huge reading slump, I feel like 2016 was just a whole reading slump for me. And the first book I read in 2016, Attachments, I have a review, I'll link it down below, was kind of meh. So I was like, I don't want 2017 to go wrong again for reading. And then I found this gem because I was ordering a Funko Pop. Again, haul will be up soon. And I needed something to fill my cart so I didn't have to pay for shipping, and I've seen this book a little bit around BookTube, so I decided to pick it up. And 5 on 5, this might be one of my favorite all-time reads. I bought the rest of the series online. It's all coming to me. I'm going to be reading it, so basically I'm just reading some stuff and never really finishing a book because I'm just waiting for the end of the series to come. The series has 4 books. And it's basically a young adult CSI. What this book is about is follows 5 main characters who are naturals, basically who are recruited by the FBI because they have natural abilities that can help in crime solving, and then it follows them trying to solve cold cases. It follows the friendships, it follows the family background. There's a lot to this book. The writing is simple. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but this book is amazing. Please watch my review, and please at least give this a first shot, or other books of Jennifer Lynn Barnes, because she's absolutely amazing. One of my to buy authors now, just if she publishes a new book. And the last 2 books are absolutely beautiful. The first one being the illustrated editions of Percy Jackson and the Greek Gods. Basically, this is short stories on the Greek gods narrated in Percy Jackson's voice, so it's absolutely hilarious. I kind of went through these books to see the illustrations, and the narration looks absolutely amazing. I love Percy Jackson, I love Rick Riordan, so I got this one, and my aunt, which I am so grateful for, got me the Greek Heroes book at the same time, which I was like, oh my god, this is the best. Now I have both of them, and this, again, Percy Jackson narration, but on Greek heroes, and the illustrations to this book are just so gorgeous. Obviously this isn't the best one, but you know, these books mean a lot. I love Percy Jackson, and I feel like I love everything illustrated, your collector's editions, and the spines are pretty cool, and they are beautiful naked as well. So that is it for my haul. Keep your eyes out for other hauls coming your way, because January was a strong reading and buying month, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!